Alright, it's recording.
For Sam too.
On this one. Okay, good. Yeah.
So you can edit out.
Yeah. I'll probably only do like a few questions and stuff. So, in what decade or decades were you educated?
Well, let's think here. End of the 70s and just about all of the 80s. I think that might classify me as old.
Okay, and what were significant world events during that time and how did it impact you?
I hate to say this, but I think that I didn't think a whole lot about world events, to be honest with you. As far as there being any significant ones, and this isn't even a world event, I just remember that the first year I was eligible to vote, Ronald Reagan was elected. So, I mean, but that's not a significant world event. But that's the only thing I remember because that was something that I actually, had to participate in. We didn't have any catastrophes or anything that happened like the 9/11 situation. So, yeah, the 70s and the 80s were pretty good. I'm sure there were definitely world events going on.
Yeah.
So.
How do your experiences as a teenager impact your life now?
Well, I would say my family was always they were a very supportive family that always expected me to do my best. So I would say that tradition of working hard and not expecting things to be given to you, that was probably an important lesson. The other thing was that when I was just about 13, my mom passed away. So that was a huge event in my life, and that probably affected my early teenage years the most because I had to learn how to deal with that and still do all the things I did. And I had some really good outlets. I had good friends. I played sports. And I think in the end it probably made me a stronger person, but that was definitely a big deal when I was that age. So.
What did you value when you were in high school?
Well, good grades, winning. I'm a very competitive person, and I played 3 sports, so that was a huge thing with me. Being with my teammates, my friends, my grandparents, they lived across from the high school, and I probably shouldn't tell you this, but during my study halls, I would sneak out of school and go across the road, and my grandmother would make me breakfast. Don't do this. And then, I think because I was, a good girl, nobody thought otherwise that I was leaving. But that was important to me, that connection with my family. So.
What was it typical to have divorced parents?
I knew people that had divorced parents. It doesn't, at the time, it seems like all of my close friends, though, had both their parents that were married. I don't know, it seems more prevalent now. But maybe it's just more talked about now, I don't know. But most of my friends only lived in one household. They didn't go back and forth. So it's not to say I wasn't happy, but and maybe the divorce laws have changed in the sense that maybe it's easier to get a divorce now than it was back in the 70s and 80s. So.
What was the slang used then? Were there any words that you used?
Okay, let's think. think of all the bad names we used to say. I don't think I should say that. Oh, what did we used to say?
What are you boys doing?
What's
this?
Video camera.
Why are you videotaping?
They're doing it.
Interview.
Oh, jeez!
But maybe you can help me. What's some of the slang things we used to say in the 80s?
Radical?
Yeah.
Something. In the
radical.
80s?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
trying to
That's
remember.
boss. Boss was a big one. That's boss, or that's so bad. It's
So bad.
You know, so bad. It's so bad, meaning that was so good.
Yeah. There were other ones though.
I know what my dad was doing in the 80s.
Is this on your
Male
interview?
dancer.
Yeah. Hi.
No.
There had to be some other ones. I told him that I can only think of the bad ones we used to say. Here, I'll whisper to you.
Oh, I should say that.
He used to call everybody that, and I'm thinking that's not good for their interview.
No, it's not.
And so we'll think of more.
Okay, who were important and famous people then?
In the 80s?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, the glove. That.
Michael Jordan.
Well, actually, Michael Jackson, the year that came out, he didn't have the glove yet. That's when
No.
he was first
That was when
starting
he was
out.
Billie Jean and,
And he did the monster.
yeah.
Remember that video? Have you ever seen
I
it?
think I have them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here we go. We're feeling old here. Yeah, Michael Jordan. He was everybody. Air Jordan. I'm trying to think else who was famous.
I'm just minimum.
Oh, that's fine. Whatever. I'll think of more.
Okay. What clothes were in them?
Well, when I graduated from high school, it's kind of funny how things come around again. But the little polo shirts, everybody wore those. Everybody wore, we called the Dockers, and they were those shoes. They're back. My two daughters actually each bought a pair the other day. They're the ones that have the.
They're kind of like, now they're the Sperry topsiders.
I have those.
Yeah, yeah.
I know those.
I couldn't think of the real name, but that's
Yeah.
back again. Everyone my senior year in high school wore overalls. I can't believe it, but yeah. Let's see, rolled up pants were in, big chunky socks with sneakers that went up your
Yes.
ankle a little bit. In the late 70s, polyester was everywhere. So I can remember having polyester pants in the 70s, a polyester vest in the late 70s. That's probably when I was like in 8th grade.
To be honest, like my mom, she was big. She had
Weird
sports section.
hair
Which
where,
one?
oh, it might be,
Symmetrical
yeah,
ones?
bi-level,
Okay.
shaved. A lot of kids shaved like their neck part of their hair, you know. So,
Barf me up.
that's what I say, barf me out,
Well,
man.
that was
Not a
in the 80s.
phrase. I don't remember saying that when I was in high school.
I was a barf one though. Didn't bet.
Did you know anyone in high school who was pregnant? Like teenagers?
I didn't, but, and this, she must have kept it a great secret, but at the end of the summer, one of the girls that I played softball with
axis is increasing like
ended up
the
having
y
a
axis. What the
Now,
x-axis?
how she
I think
managed
the y.
to
I thought so.
hide that, if she
You
had,
know, the front on Fridays is for me.
she
Say
had
that.
the Jackson's
Oh,
dad.
right, you walk.
So,
And then
how
I
she
go up with
played
this
sports
thing
in the
called
spring.
Gaze.
Yeah.
And nobody knew, maybe her
Ever.
close friends
So
knew, I wasn't really
making a
super
new
close
Deadpool.
with her. I just-
Yeah, you hold up the
That's one
Spider-Man.
person I know.
I have.
This was when
It's supposed to be Spider-Man's actually with the Avengers now, and he's working with two different teams with them. Oh really?
Did
Yeah,
you
but one
have
of the
a lot of
issues, the first issue, is working with Hulk, Captain.
Yeah, I had
not
homework
Captain,
every night,
Iron Man,
very
and
traditional,
Hulk,
though, so
Hawkeye,
to
I think Kate,
whatever,
Shaw,
write an essay,
Spider
whatever.
Woman.
We never had
and
projects
that's about it.
that I could
You know,
call
you know the
anyways.
other conversations I was having?
Um,
But saw is that
Oh, it's alright.
you had
Very
to get
little
the
cooperative
second, the
groups.
12th issue.
We just sat there and listened to the teacher.
Deadpool.
Like, it's funny
So do you
because it shows people at school and,
car wash?
standing on like
Kids probably say that about school now,
There's a
but
movie
we're
underneath
like,
them. Deadpool there.
Car wash.
I just feel like his car wash so
Where they're holding his rubber chicken and at the principal office just animation of his principal.
and it was like how
That's what I mean, is it
And
almost
like the rewind came said that it's basically a Deadpool comic.
different styles of it and what they value as
I was reading
important
the news
and
that
important
what happened was like he lost his healing
and
ability.
aesthetic.
Yeah,
Like
that-
it comes off guard
yeah.
like
To know like what
no, let's look
teaching
back.
styles
So it's
were.
right.
how long does it take?
I don't remember
now for
ever
us to
getting
go
a
pinky?
worksheet. And that could be
And then he's
probably
like, carrying all
because
this
back
stuff, like,
then,
like
they
physically
had
pull
to
apart
use
equations.
this
M16 grade and
mimeograph
all that.
machine
Then he's
where
all that reading. And the
you
guy
put
was
it
like,
on
"Oh,
and
he can
it
hijack his
rolled
healing
around
power
this
with this
machine
like,
and
wow.
it became a card, you got a carbon copy.
So it's,
Use
you
carbon
pay
paper
$5
to
for
get
it.
an inch copy.
$5.
So much
Yeah.
is that?
$5.
And they smelled great.
Okay.
Which really means they didn't
Then
smell
it's
good
a
at all, but
fact
all
that
the
the
kids
phone-
would get, if we ever did get
Yeah,
a
but
copy,
you
that would
shower
be like,
You
smelling
know,
again.
drop
'Cause
it
it smelled
in
just
our
like this
way.
carbon paper thing
Then
that
like
came
crawls
through.
out, he's like pouring his hands in the
Boys
and
keep
using one
Following
hand.
up that kind of
Alright.
Yeah.
technology.
And then he's like,
Well,
Black Swan take control of
we
knives.
didn't use,
Guns give you food.
there were no computers.
And knives give you the clap. Probably effective right now.
The only place I
And
started
Holy
using
crossbow.
computers was,
Oh, that
Like
was,
freshman
I
down
was
reading
out, I
about
was
basic
gonna go
with
to
cellular
the
and he gets information on something.
but it was only
Thank
used
you.
for things like programming, so I took a programming course, computer programming course. But there was no internet
What's that?
at that point.
Like,
It does take.
When I picked my classes for college, so that was when I was 17, the only thing we had computer-wise is we had to pick up a card that had holes punched in it. And once we picked up that card, that was for a class, and they actually put the card inside of the computer to read it, and that's how they would create the schedule. It was like a, you'd have to see it to believe it. It was like these old little index cards with little holes on it that represented a certain course. Yeah. My typewriting course was on an old-fashioned typewriter. It was a big deal when I got my first
that's what
calculator.
yeah,
That
it's
was
just funny.
really
I
small.
do it as
And it was slanted and the screen was this big. And the only way I could read it, it was red screen, is I had to kind of go like this, and if I punched the button, you could hear it go like.
and then Fallout 1.
We were like, we were so amazed by this scientific calculator.
Here's the
I hope
couch,
one of those
which is a
things
futon,
is
and I was sleeping on it, I visited for 3 days.
You
Here's
like
the
the Fallout
fountain,
4 though.
here's the TV,
You
and
make
that's
it
the
nice.
width.
Wrap.
I'd be doing interesting.
And that's,
I don't know.
like, it's like really from here
I know
to
it went
here, and
on.
the edge is
Like,
your
um,
kitchen.
Like I
So
told
it's like
you
your
before,
kitchen.
It doesn't, it didn't seem to have the publicity
but
that
when
you
you
saw
away from the
bullying and how hazing is
Big
run.
place in San
It's
Francisco.
yeah.
I just
They
think
look
that we
nice
did
in the
not
world,
think
so
about
that
it.
should give me more stuff. Some guys
It was like hill.
And I
You know
think
the worst part about that is
nowadays people are
that's where
more
the Legion
conscious of
originated.
what's right and what's wrong, and if it's wrong, you shouldn't be doing it. And
I
back
kind of
then,
agree with Kaiser.
I think people were more apt to say,
He had a plan. Didn't have to waste any money on
yeah,
a couple people.
yeah, they would make
The weak
excuses
die
for it,
out,
whatever.
unfortunately.
I never personally witnessed
Bad
any
way of dealing
bullying,
with
Or no
but
element.
I know that it went on.
But
We had
at least
like
they have a plan for the
freshman
NCR,
Friday,
which was
where kids
crap.
literally, that first Friday,
I don't think anyone.
oh
First I
yeah.
was Mr. Hobson.
And I remember the year I was a freshman, I was so proud of myself. I had gotten through the whole day with nobody hazing me, doing anything to me. I get off the bus, and my
height
neighbor
times width
comes and
times,
runs over, and he
like,
threw
I
something
believe you
at me.
multiply all the little
and
unlike together,
It
you
stunk,
get
it was
it.
terrible. I don't know what he threw on me, but I had to go home and take a shower. I was so upset.
I put my mom like in a garbage can.
Oh my
Like outlet.
goodness.
She's like running from everybody all day, and then they finally got her.
It's all about
But see, that's like a perfect example. That's a real obvious example of bullying.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
That's
And for a
terrible.
freshman, you
I'm
know,
so
they
happy
know what
that
they're doing.
Yeah.
It's wrong. It really is wrong to be scared all day.
Well, what did you do for fun?
Well, some of the things I probably shouldn't tell you. But let's see. A lot of the same things I do now. I mean, I like to read, but my biggest thing was I was playing sports. So I was playing sports all season long, and then over the summer we would always do, I mean, all school year long. And then would do things over the summer. So,
Hi guys.
I did
Are you in
field
with Mr.
hockey,
Devlin?
basketball.
Yeah, he's not here tonight. Oh,
Because I'm gonna start coming in.
you'll in front of the camera.
Oh.
So you're gonna get
I'm so sorry.
That's okay, I got in it too.
basketball and stuff?
Yeah, field hockey, basketball, and softball.
Because I'm gonna start
Lots
coming
of
in.
sleepovers,
You guys?
that was our big thing.
Okay. You help right now, or are you just kind of plugging along here?
I can
Movies,
some help on this.
we love to go to
Last year in
movies.
math,
Cause you know, back then we didn't have DVDs or VCRs or,
Don't interrupt her, she's in an interview.
so,
What is it, geometry?
Yeah,
Oh, algebra.
yeah.
What was the hardest part?
And a
Oh, I thought it was-
below, graph y equals 3x
Oh.
over the integral.
wanting to do what I
I
wanted to
agree.
do.
I'm just sort of thinking
Not
about
any
being
twice.
you know,
So,
So
let's do
always
counting
having
right now.
restrictions, not
And
being
then,
able to drive, not
how about you?
being
Is there
given
anything?
permission to use the car.
I don't
It would be
You
crazy.
have any idea about this one?
Which is our coordinates?
Or you can come down and see me when you're done there.
Yeah,
Oh,
Thanks.
you're welcome.
well, you probably want to solve this.
Mm.
Then
In hindsight,
what I would do is,
I know now that those
you should be able to
restrictions
tell
were good for me.
then
But at
what
the
is
time,
the
I
x and
just
what is the
remember
y,
feeling
or you
so
could
angry
graph
all the
it.
time. Like if I wanted to stay out with my friends, and my parents said, well, you have a curfew,
Did you just help
it's
this?
school night, you need to be home at this time, weekend you need to be home at this time. And I'm even thinking now that I have kids, they gave me a 1 o'clock curfew on the weekends.
And
That was probably too much. It really was. You get into a lot of trouble. So, so like my kids, we never had a curfew. We just said, when you're going out, you need to tell me what your plans
I
are,
already did
what
that.
time do you anticipate being back.
don't have
We
some-
talk about that ahead of time. Does that
So
seem
I'll show you
reasonable? Then that was fine. It seemed like it was never a problem for my kids. So,
What was the biggest road crisis when you were growing up?
yeah.
Yeah, there really was.
Well, was there a world crisis in the 80s? I don't remember anything big.
Yes.
There was the cold.
What about the
Cold War?
Challenger? Wouldn't you call it,
Might
well,
be,
that's a US
Oh.
crisis, but.
That happened, 85.
85.
Yeah. Yes, oh my goodness, how could I forget that? I'm kind of a loser. That's where, remember that's when the Challenger, the space shuttle went up and it exploded. Yeah, and I was actually, I remember I was in college then and I was watching, on TV. And we couldn't figure out what that big puff was of smoke. We're like, and then all of a sudden we're like, holy crow, that means
Right, if you're old enough and they
it
need
exploded.
people, so then you go get right.
Yeah, that was a big one. Thank you, Mrs. Crow.
And so that was
Yeah.
silly, but did you have
Oh, yeah, we had colored TV.
How about the Berlin Wall, and that was in the
Oh,
80s?
He was elected.
It came down.
Yeah,
Like if you wore glasses or if you
Yeah, I
or
think it
something
did
like
actually.
in Mexico,
You put that
like
So
I believe if you were non-political
yes, we had colored
or
TV,
if you had
but
eyebrow
it was more
problems,
expensive.
medical problems,
So
heart
like in my
problems,
bedroom,
I
and what I
can't
took
see
to
from the
college
far distance.
was a black
I
and
have
white
major
TV.
heart problems.
And a lot of my friends didn't
Yes.
have that, so I felt lucky to have that. Because it was so expensive to get the colors, so we could only pass it black and white. So, I know, it's hard to even think like that, isn't it?
I figured now though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Some of that stuff just seems silly to me.
I know, and I'm thinking Walkmans, I was thinking technology, they just came out then, where you'd pop a cassette into the little thing and you'd have your headphones in. They weren't the headphones like what you see the kids wearing now where they're like the big ones. They were metal and they had like big puffy foam ones. They still look ridiculous, but that was a, yeah. So that was like one technology thing. Cool kids had it. I didn't get it for a long time, so I wasn't cool till later. Okay.
When they got it, his friend was just like, stay up on the phone. And they played whenever they had saved you couldn't save. Everyone's there.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just a matter, I think when it comes right down to how kids feel now and how we felt,
saw yesterday?
really, it
No,
was
it
was
the
a clip
same
from
thing.
Tag.
And it's
Yeah,
always
the
funny
movie
when,
Tag.
when I tell
There's a
my
clip on
kids,
it about when they
well, I remember
he's getting a
exactly how
job
you
at
feel, they look at me like,
or something. He's
how
like,
can you remember anything?
he
You're
was
so
doing an
old.
interview like,
You know what I mean?
you
know,
it
but
takes your job.
I
Like,
think
okay,
a lot of
well,
the stuff
I got
is
your
the
lights.
same,
And
and
that.
maybe that makes it
So the time to
a little easier to be a parent, you know, of teenagers, but
it's like, yo, hi.
you're welcome. And I'm sorry if the video's probably messed up, but maybe there's little bits you can get out of it.
Yeah.
Chop.
I didn't
I
want to
would
use the
hope.
whole thing.
Yeah, that would be probably,
Yeah.
especially with me being little. So,
Thank you so much.
oh, you're welcome. I hope it turns out great. Okay. Okay, oh, Lori, I haven't heard of
We
this
don't want to
word.
see yourself.
Hey, Mrs. Now.
How do I stop it?
I don't know. I think you hit the same button again. I think you hit the same button again. Hit the same button.